Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Psychology Every Day, day 16. Today, I finally turned in my paper, my assignment on workplace quality, perhaps you could call it, workplace culture. It's been very interesting to learn how to create a positive work culture and to, create it for myself or yourself as well. I just came back from town, picked up new equipment for the YouTube videos so I can do voiceovers with good quality sound. So I'm looking forward to that. And on Monday, I start the next course, which is personality psychology. Now, that's going to be very interesting because ever since this program first started, I've been learning a lot on the side of the normal curriculum, probably even more than what is in the program, if I'm honest. And one of the things that I've stumbled upon is personality psychology and the history of it. And it's very fascinating, actually. Some of you may have heard of these, four colors: yellow, green, blue, and red. It's a sort of, well, some argue that it's not really scientific, but if you know the history of personality psychology, you would know that very little of it is, scientific at all. Back in the early 1900s, Carl Jung started to, talk about extroversion and introversion as well as thinking or feeling and some other stuff like that. And then that sort of evolved into the 16 personality types, the EINTG or EFTG or, whatever, which was a crazy bastardization of Jung's model. It just uses the words but means completely different things. And neither of those were really scientific at all. Jung's version was like sort of rational idea, just that we operate in certain different ways, completely different ways, not gradually even, like a binary. You're either introverted or extroverted, and this later models show it as a continuum, but the original model showed that it's like being left-handed or right-handed. Now you may be both, and you may use them at different times, but you're always going to be preferring one of them, like 51% of the time, and that's very rare, right? And the thinking and feeling part is, do you make decision based on feelings or based on thoughts, which is of course very interesting considering what we talked about yesterday, where we talked about how feelings influence your thoughts. And of course, in modern times, you have the big five, also as extroversion and introversion, but also a bunch of other, well, four, categories of major personality traits. And that is more or less based on sort of observable behavior and things that you can talk about when answering a form yourself, right? So the problem with personality psychology is that it's limited to that, things you can answer yourself. Because if you are to, judge a person or whatever, a much better thing would be to know on a scale of 100 of goodness, how good are they, where 0 is completely evil, right? But you can't make a test for that based on, self evaluation, because everyone will think they're good, right? And it's going to be really interesting to compare my thoughts on the subject before the course and of course after the course, and I'm going to keep you updated on what I learn and what I find. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss a couple of the classes because I have to do extra work, um, but I'm going to try to really put in extra effort to learn from home this class. I've never done that before. I've always, gone to school, even for a 2 hour lecture when I have to drive an hour just to get there. But you know, we'll see. I think it will work out well. And if you clicked on the video to learn more about these, yellow, green, blue, red, it's basically 4 different kinds of people, where red people are aggressive and dominant, yellow people are creative but lazy, perhaps, blue people are rational and intelligent, and green people are calm and grounded, basically. And then, a sort of list of attributes above and beyond that. And there's nothing wrong with that idea, even if it's not by a psychologist, because it's just an observation of 4 different common types that this person has encountered. And you can make just about any model of different people in that way. And, it's a pretty fun idea. So I'm not going to tear it down, even if it doesn't have any scientific backing whatsoever. But not everything has to have scientific backing, because some things are just too hard to measure properly according to modern scientific methods, right? It's also Friday, so I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend. And I will see you tomorrow.